Hey everyone, I hope you had a great holiday. Um, I'm just getting back from New York back to LA. Um, I wanted to. I've given out my brushes before, but I haven't really talked about them too much, and you probably see how I use them in my demos and stuff, but I wanted to just kind of explain it a bit more. So I use a few different brushes, but this one is like the main brush. I made it a while ago, and I've just gotten really used to it, and I've really loved to use it because, well, for many reasons. One is it gives a lot of texture and color variation. So when you're painting like a scene, I took the screenshot from Children of Men, a movie I've been watching, just kind of studying the cinematography in it. But you can hint at a lot of detail without actually going in and rendering everything, and that's really important in the kind of work that I do for movies and just illustration in general. It's a big time saver. So you'll notice, let me change this to black and white. So you notice I'm keeping my brush really, really big. It's like basically the width of my canvas here. And then when you do that, when you drag the brush across, you start to get all this texture and all this visual interest that you don't need to go in and paint all these leaves. You can just suggest it. So I'm sketching in this person. I'm just gonna and even when I shrink the brush down, I'm keeping my brush strokes really abstract, and that's when I feel like this brush is best, when you just keep everything really abstract and just not worrying about details. Details can come later with tighter brushes and smaller brush strokes. And you'll see like the color jitter. It'll start to bring in different colors, and what's cool about this brush is I can go in and pick like you've got this one brush stroke and it goes from gray to some more red. You can go in and pick that red if you like that, and then start painting with that red, or grab this orange, start painting with that orange, and then this one's a little bit more yellow, start painting with that. And that allows you to experiment and come up with new color options. If you paint traditionally at all, you'll know that when you're mixing up your paints on your palette, you sometimes you don't want to mix your paints completely. You might want to, like if you're mixing like a purple and you get some red and some blue in there, and then you drag that brush stroke across your painting, you'll get some of those more red colors, and then you'll get some of the more blue colors, and that creates it creates detail without having to paint all the detail. It creates broken color and just visual interest, and like that's our job as an illustrator and visual development artist, to create just really interesting and beautiful paintings. So the more you can kind of experiment with color and be abstract with the brush strokes and just creating quick but beautiful beautiful images, that's our goal, and I found that this brush has really helped me to do that. This is not a good painting at all. I'm sorry. I'm just messing around with the brush, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of explain this brush and why I use it, and I hope you guys will enjoy it too. And I am kind of going through and tweaking my brushes and making them better for myself and how I use them. So as I do that, I'll give those to you guys. Let me do one more thing. Something else that I like to do. I might grab a photo or something and some image where I just like the color, and then I'll just kind of color pick and start dragging my brush around just to see what colors I can come up with. So then I can start to pick some of these grays and put them on top, and then these more saturated greens and put them below. And then I got some reds. But just being quick and abstract with your brush strokes, you can this can kind of help you create color harmonies and different palettes for yourself. So yeah, that's it, and yeah, more to come. Have a good night, everyone.